way out in the Atlantic, off the northwest coast of Africa, you'll find a cosmopolitan city of 400,000 people that claims to have the best climate in the world. That city is Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. Triana and I are staying in the city's oldest and grandest hotel, the Santa Catalina. It opened its doors in 1890, the product of a British developer and the mind of the Scottish architect James Maclean. It was a huge success in its early years, but it couldn't withstand the effects of the First World War. Incredibly, it remained closed until 1946. More recently, it was purchased by the hotel group Barceló, and after a huge programme of renovations and refurbishment, it reopened in 2019 to now take its place once again amongst the greatest hotels in Europe. Now, Las Palmas isn't the easiest city to walk around because rather than one distinct city centre, it has a number of different commercial and entertainment districts. So inevitably, you'll need to catch the odd taxi or even a guagua. A what? A guagua. On mainland Spain, a bus is an autobus. But here, the canary yellow buses that dash around the city streets are known as guaguas. In the Parque Santelmo, you'll find the prettiest cafe in the whole of Las Palmas. No contest. Absolute modernist masterpiece. Just south of the park is the main street in the Triana district. A great place for more modernist architecture, shopping, and should you feel like it, a bit of dancing. 27 degrees centigrade at the beginning of February. You know, maybe this is the best climate in the world. This is where 15th and 16th century Las Palmas really comes alive, in La Vegueta district. It's where you'll find the cathedral and also the Columbus House. Now, you can't come to Las Palmas without discussing Christopher Columbus, or as he's known here, Cristobal Colón. Now, I'm well aware that Christopher Columbus was not the first European to set foot in the Americas. The Vikings were there centuries before, and probably even a few whalers from the Basque Country. But nevertheless, those incursions did not have the same impact as that voyage in 1492. The explorer from Genoa brought his ships here to Las Palmas for final fitting and stocking up before setting off across the Atlantic. And everything you need to know about those famous voyages is here at the Casa de Colón. Now, that's not to be taken literally. It wasn't Columbus's house, but it is thought that he stayed here. In my opinion, the most interesting part of the museum lies in the crypt, the pre-Columbine section. There are artifacts here from cultures that would never survive the colonial invasion that came after the famous voyage of 1492. It's a beautiful yet poignant insight into what was lost. The heart of the city is the Plaza Santa Ana, and of course, the cathedral. The best place to get a view over the rooftops of Vegueta, and indeed the wider city, is to take the lift up the cathedral bell tower. How about this for a view? The cathedral took an incredible 350 years to complete. And without doubt, its most beautiful architectural feature are the columns, which take on the form of enormous stone palm trees. If you're on an island in the Atlantic with volcanic soil and the perfect climate, then you know that the market must be something really special. You know, the youth of this city really are fortunate, because here in the city centre there's not only this beach here on the port side, but a few blocks that way you'll find La Playa de las Canteras, one of the largest urban beaches anywhere in the world. Las Palmas is a historic club in Spanish football, and from time to time even graces the top flight. And it used to have an iconic stadium with a huge yellow and blue terrace at one end. So I was really sad to hear that the club had moved to an all-purpose stadium outside the city. I assumed that, like most old football stadiums, it would now be either derelict or buried beneath a housing complex. But I was wrong, because El Estadio Insular is still very much alive in spirit. You can still stand on the yellow and blue terrace, and now anybody can play on the pitch, albeit you may need to dribble past the odd palm tree. This is exactly the kind of regeneration that I approve of. The stadium is still here, converted into an urban park that everybody can enjoy. It's the last night of our city break, so beachfront buzz or the atmosphere of the old town?
I think I fancy tapas in the old town.
That's all from Las Palmas. We're off to La Gomera for a complete change of pace.
Press subscribe and we'll see you there.